Welcome to Envision Radio from the United Way of Greater Charlottesville and City of Promise and News Radio 98.9, 1070 AM, WINA, and brought to you by the Jefferson School Foundation with Markiana and Price here in the studio right here downtown Charlottesville. I am so happy today to be joined by Sydney Shuler, the communication specialist of the Center for Community Partnerships, an extremely well-traveled journalist, and our next interview on this episode of Envision Radio.
Wow. Okay.
I'm getting good with that intro.
I think you got it.
I read from this piece of paper I got in.
Did you write all that?
The tongue
I did. No, I
you had all that?
I had to write it.
I can't even say Center for Community Partnerships that fast.
Oh,
yeah, that was good. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. How we doing over there?
Good. I'm happy to be here.
Good.
Ooh, do you watch Love Island?
So I usually don't. But the but is that I was really marketed into it. Like all the marketing teams, all the communications teams really did their big ones because they got me.
I am so happy to be free because I've been watching for a couple years.
Is it over?
It's over. It just ended.
Okay.
I am so happy to be free from Love Island USA.
Yes.
It was a trial and tribulation to watch this season, and I'm just disgusted by how it all went down. But shout out to Ace and Shelly, the true winners of this season. Amaya and Brian, cool. I
voted for Amaya and Brian
from the beginning.
Well, yes, honestly.
You was never a Brian and Ace and Shelly fan.
I love Shelly down. And
you giving Shelly energy.
They're a beautiful couple. But thank you. They're a beautiful couple, but Ace was so nasty to Amaya.
Okay, yes, he was.
So nasty.
They had a strong disagreement at the beginning, everybody.
Okay.
But I think they worked it out in a positive way. And if he didn't want her, so it was a bad situation. Yes, it was a bad situation. He picked her because he didn't want to pick Shelly and hard commit. He wanted to work his way up to her, and because he had to do it that way, he had to leave her alone and pick somebody random.
Yeah.
And it so happened to be Amaya. But he wasn't her own. That was the only thing that happened to her. Everybody was tearing her down.
People were not nice to my girl. But I feel like she was just
Amaya
really,
Papaya. Shout out to Amaya Papaya, the winner of this season. Winner of Love Island USA. So
what does winning mean?
Winning, you get $100,000, right?
Oh, Lord.
They said they're going to donate it to charity.
That's a no for me. But I'm so happy for them.
Okay.
You should start watching the show. It's really messy, though. Last season. Not last season, because that would be the season that just happened. But the season from last year, that was my favorite. It really put the show on the map, essentially.
I don't know that I'll ever watch it again, though. That was a lot.
Really?
The episodes every single day I had to skip just to stay up to speed.
Wait,
and
is
then
it every day?
No, she's lying. It's not every day.
Oh.
They take a break on Wednesday.
That's so much.
Every day.
And they took a break. So how is it every day implies it's 100%?
That's a lot.
That is most of the days.
That's a lot.
A new episode.
That's crazy.
And Saturday is a recap of what happened during the week. So you don't have to, it's called After Sun. You don't have to watch After Sun. And I don't watch After Sun. So that's 2 days a week that you don't have to watch.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
They need once a week.
But you get to,
like 6 weeks.
The best part is you get to vote. You get to vote on things that are going to happen in the episode while the episode's going on or after the episode.
It's very fun.
The winner you get to vote on. And this country loves voting. So I enjoy voting for winners.
We love a good old-fashioned democratic process.
Yes, we do.
That is a phenomenal point, though.
We love to vote.
The app stuff, I was voting for every little thing.
Really?
Yeah, every little thing. There's lots of stuff. Who had the best outfit?
Well, that does combine two things that are very violently American, which is like some version of democracy and basically betting.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like we're in an era now where
a sprinkle of celebrity. And
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yes.
Right?
I really want to get on some reality TV.
You want to get on
I want to be on some reality TV. I think I would be really good for reality TV. I think it can change the game.
I think you'd be a good palate cleanser.
Yeah. And
comedic relief.
And I just started Big Brother just started, and so that's why I'm like, I would love to be on Big Brother.
What type of thing are you talking about? Are you talking about this type of thing? Are you talking about like? I was about to say Real World, and everyone knows how old I am.
Real World, no, I know what Real World is because it ran into what's that? The Challenge or whatever. The people from the Real World used to go to the Challenge.
Okay. Are you like Survivor? Or are you talking about that?
I can't do Survivor.
Okay.
But Big Brother, I think I could play a little game.
Amazing Race kind of stuff.
Mind games.
Okay.
I want to win a little money.
Okay.
But the love thing, like Love is Blind, all that stuff, I don't know.
Oh, right.
The challenges on Love Island are too much. I don't want to do that with strangers.
They have an eating challenge.
Okay.
Where they put drinks in I'm gonna put drinks in my mouth, and I have to transfer that drink to your mouth, and you gotta transfer that. It was milk, and you gotta transfer that milk to the next person. All the couples in line's milk to get all the milk down the 10-person line to the bucket.
Wait, what? That just feels unsanitary.
It's disgusting. Very foul.
I would not do that with my wife.
No.
What are you?
Right, like, that's too much.
What?
It's one of those things. It's like y'all have lost the plot.
Like, listen, I'm
Yes,
out. Like, I'm good. I'm good actually on whatever I thought this was gonna do for my status. I'm good on that. I'm gonna go back.
But the thing is,
I'm gonna go back home.
When you sign the contract, you essentially can't leave until they kick you off.
Can you get kicked off for not participating? Because I would be getting kicked off. Like,
I don't
why
think
did Price set a fire in the living room? He's like, they won't let me leave.
I don't know.
They
I'm sure the contract. I think they sue you for money.
Real bad, yeah.
If you leave, you owe them everything that you spent for your upkeep while there. So you're paying your rent and board for the 8 weeks.
Okay.
Why'd they say Chris was homeless?
You didn't see his plot line? Chris, he plays professional basketball in Switzerland or something. Okay. And he was saying on the show, I'm tired of ball. I'm tired of ball.
Sure.
You know, Price understands.
Are we all just tired of ball?
When you start balling and you want to be done with it, you got to get home. It hurts yourself getting old. He was a ball player, and she was like, one of the girls he was coupled up was like, hey, where do you live? He was like, I don't really got no house. Because I'm across seas for most of the year. Okay. She was like, you don't even got no place. He was like, I just stay with my mom when I come back for 4-5 months. And then she was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, I'm done. I'm kind of done with ball. Like, you know.
So now I'm just homeless.
I think I'm kind of. He was like, I want to be able to do more with my life than play ball, and I've been playing ball my whole life. Which he was trying to tell her he finna quit ball. Right. I think he was lying, and he actually didn't have a job anymore. Because why was you on this Love Island show? Right. When you need to be in Switzerland,
right. Like you gotta be lifting weights or something. Yeah, what are you doing over here? Yeah.
So
right.
I knew something was fishy from the very beginning, but
also you can't have like an apartment or a house to like Airbnb rent out. If you went for 4 or 5 months, I don't know.
He probably makes what we make. Like he makes a competitive salary for a business worker. He's not making millions of dollars. Right. He's in Switzerland. I didn't even know you could play basketball in Switzerland. I don't even know what they're doing out there.
Anywhere,
yeah. Homeless sounds so much worse than that situation right there.
It does. It does. The connotation of that is very different. Yeah.
He shouldn't have said it how I said it. He could have won the show, but no, you homeless.
Yeah.
But instead, you're homeless. Oh my Lord. All right, so no Love Island for you anymore.
No,
is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what? All right, so now that we've already gone off the rails, let's just keep it pushing. What are you watching then?
Honestly, my comfort show is Game of Thrones.
That's your comfort show?
Okay, this is why I don't tell people that, because the judgment was immediate.
You could have just not said it like that. You could have been like, I like Game of Thrones, not like I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed by beheading.
Like, if I'm watching a show in the shower, if I'm watching a show like on the treadmill at the gym, like
you're gonna have to walk.
Getting the heart rate up.
Hold on, time out. Stop. We can't gloss over that. What is the first thing that you said?
The shower.
I
want to make sure I heard that properly.
Is it in a plastic case?
Or is it on the shower rack and like I can put it over there?
When you said shower, I was like, how are you doing that?
But
you almost let that slide.
No, I was like, well, maybe she got technology that we ain't discovered yet.
No,
she's from the future.
No, I just put it on my little shower stand
and be watching.
Yeah. If I'm washing my hair, like I'm gonna be in there for a while. I don't know.
I'm gonna watch 2 episodes while I'm in here. Game of Thrones, 2 hours.
That's like 95 minutes.
It's a lot to say.
Right. So yeah, I don't know.
Are you through? Like, are you rewatching it? Or
I'm rewatching. This is probably like my 3rd time.
Good. Nice.
Even with the way people talk about the disappointing ending.
Yes, and I do understand, but like,
you understand why they did that, or you understand that it's okay to not like that.
It's okay to not like that.
Okay.
Has any show that's been that successful ended well, though? I feel like every show that hits that height...
No.
Because, I mean, you get caught in that space where you're like, we got to keep going.
Well,
yeah.
Exactly.
Right?
And I think it gets too big for, like, what you originally wanted it to be. Game of Thrones was a book. I think they had 3 books.
Yeah.
So the first 3 seasons are insane. The writing is phenomenal. And then, like, they try to keep that, but then y'all went 8 seasons off of 3 books.
Right.
So...
Right. Well, and then the way that the way that TV works, too, is, like... Inevitably, the guys who were sort of lesser known when they wrote the first ones get
Yeah.
picked up for big stuff. So like the
Yeah,
writers
right.
change and the showrunners change, and then all of a
That's very
sudden,
true.
right? I remember there was that show. You remember that Dexter show? Did you guys ever watch
Yes,
that?
when
Right.
he was killing serial killers.
Right. So like similarly,
one.
the first couple seasons, you're like, this is incredible,
Yeah,
and it's
that's-
intricate
that's
and it's
how it
cool. But
was.
then you could tell, I think the
keeps
showrunner in
going.
season 4, and then you're like, okay. Like right, and then it just right.
Yeah.
Then the
you
whole
actually
thing.
can't just apply a formula to this and make it the same.
It's hard.
Right, but then you also like you feel what they're feeling, which is like this is so successful, we got to keep it going. But really, you should have stopped 2 seasons ago. Like
Ooh,
But you
another
gotta
one,
make money.
Law and
You're
Order
right.
SVU is like that.
20,000
They don't even
seasons
go to the
later.
station no more. like it's bad.
They don't go to the station.
No.
But is that the one with the two who like each other outside?
Benson and
Yeah,
Stabler?
yeah. They only got 10
Stabler's
spin-offs.
not on it anymore.
Oh no,
It's Benson and
I see
Ice-T.
a lot of episodes.
Is Ice-T back? Yeah, well, there's a spinoff with the dude.
They
the
have
white
literal
dude
10
is now
spin-offs.
like, yeah.
They
He's
have a
got-
lot of spin-offs.
He's got his own. He's like his own detective now.
They
and,
like
Ice-T's a sergeant.
SVU, Texas.
It's like season 25.
But you know what? I like dong dong. I like
still
it.
watch
it's
it.
iconic. It
That's how
certainly
Criminal
is.
Minds kind of is too. It's like
Okay,
there
sure.
was really good episodes of Criminal Minds. They had a lot of great characters,
Yeah.
and then they dropped off for a couple years, and they literally are in their 20th season as well.
It's like like NCIS
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
we have killed everybody in the Navy.
Everybody,
Every petty officer
Like,
is
where's Ducky?
dead. Like yeah,
Ducky's my favorite.
right.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Love it. I watched a lot of that show and sort of I mean, I don't know. Did you do that? Was that a traveling thing for you? Were you just sort of, because that was my thing. Whenever I'd travel, I would
The
just be
comfort
like,
show?
yeah,
actually. So
yeah.
like I think I would just start downloading like whole seasons of things, and
Yeah.
so that's what I had when I was in the air.
yeah, yes, yeah.
So I don't know, like the Game of Thrones thing, I just love the story, but like Sex and the City
Okay.
is another one.
Okay.
Is it
Just,
Anne or
like, the
Ann? Sex and the in the city? And the city.
I think it's
Sex
Anne.
And the city.
I think it's Anne.
Okay,
and,
I was
and the
like-
city. It's an ampersand.
Yeah.
In the
Black people say in the city or something like they do the
I
opposite
think the way
one.
I just like
it's like
when
it's
you
like
said it, I was like
it was like it's like 5 and below.
5 and below.
What do you call it?
five.
Talk about 5 below the story.
5 below. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Black people put in. I literally saw something on the internet and it was like black people 5 below. 5 below. I was like, what is it called? They said it's 5 below. I said that's what I just said. They were like, no, you're
Oh my
saying
God.
and.
Oh,
Then
no.
I'm like, dang.
I know I keep talking about this show, but this is a spinoff of Game of Thrones. It's called The House of the Dragon.
Yes.
Oh,
where,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
We call it House of Dragons.
Oh,
like
sure.
me and every
There's
white
a
person
lot
I
of
know.
situations like
Yeah.
J.C. Penney's or something like that.
Sure, yeah, that, yeah,
It is
yeah.
JCPenney's.
It's not.
There's
It's
no
not.
S.
No,
It's
no,
not
no,
supposed
to be
S?
no,
Yes,
no, it ain't. It ain't.
Yes, it is. It's like Mary
Oh,
Song.
Lord.
Look, get your phone out. Look it up. It's,
Absolutely not. Yeah.
But it's like that thing they say where there's like an alternate universe.
Mandela
Like,
effect.
yeah.
like
JC.
we remember things as a society that aren't real.
I'm thinking of Macy's.
Like that cornucopia with the Fruit of the Loom.
Right.
Supposedly it never happened.
It does not exist.
But
Yes, it did.
Yes, it
I'm not
did.
doing that
Do
one.
you don't? Are you
We
that kind of
all saw
conspiracy
it.
theorist?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm just like a human
You
person.
do or don't
I've done
remember
all
the
these
cornucopia?
I've seen all of these things. I know
Oh.
exactly what we're talking about. Yeah. I love this stuff. Yeah.
So you started listening to this comfort show and other comfort shows during your travel. Do you travel a lot, or were you traveling a lot?
Yes. So I guess when I first started really traveling was when I moved from Jersey to Hampton, Virginia.
Are you from Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
Jersey girl.
I'm born in New York, raised in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Just a little background. Raised with my family, my mom, my stepdad, my 2 brothers, and then I would go see my dad every other weekend or so. And so right after high school, I moved to Hampton University to start my trek there. As
What made you come all the way to Hampton?
I wanted to go to an HBCU.
Okay.
Like very specifically that my search was mostly catered to HBCUs.
Okay.
So yeah, when
Particular reason, just wanted to be in a space that felt familiar, or
I have always been like passionate about my education, set on my education. And I went to I guess like a predominantly white high school or mixed races and ethnicities there. And I just wanted to be educated in an environment where like I saw myself in other people
Right.
so much.
the real HU.
you know. So, yeah.
You know they get people mad. That's controversial. I say that every time somebody from Howard or Hampton come on, because I want to get them the fighting, the tussling.
It's so funny though, because it's such a fake little
Is
like
it
battle.
fake?
Yeah, I know so many people that I graduated with that are getting at grad
They're
school.
like grad school from the
Yeah,
other
Howard right
HU.
now. Like, you know, it's all love, but also like we were Hampton first. Like it was Hampton first.
So it's fake, but
She's
you wanted
like,
to
yeah,
stay
she's
for the
like,
record.
yeah,
No,
it's
it
not
is
real,
what-
but
yeah,
but
it
it's
is what
real.
it is.
It is what it is.
You know, there's no really competing where you don't compare.
Oh,
So it's love.
This is one of those. You're saying not to say what.
you say
Right?
that to say what?
It's Hampton.
So okay, you went to Hampton.
Yes. So that's when I started traveling. I was on the train all the time back and forth from Jersey to Hampton. No service. So I would start picking comfort shows or comfort movies, whatever. And then the traveling just continued from there. After I graduated, right before I graduated, I was accepted as a Pulitzer Center Reporting Fellow.
That sounds super like famous. Pulitzer.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Can you talk a little?
that? But it was.
It says the word Pulitzer in it.
Yeah, it was.
Tell
it
us a
was
little bit
like
about that.
Pulitzer Center. So, every year, like I said, I went to Hampton. Went to the Scripps School of Journalism and Communications, and every year, some representatives from the Pulitzer Center come talk to the students about the fellowships that they have. I think all students are, college students are eligible. But basically, I had to pitch a story idea for an issue that was happening somewhere in the world. It could be anywhere. Like it's so vague. And
It is vague because something's happening everywhere.
something is
somewhere.
happening everywhere. And I took that to I said the world. Well, and I'd already been kind of on we're talking about conspiracies. It's not
Was
really
that
a
your pitch?
conspiracy, but I was already on a little rabbit hole about the quality of our water in the world, about the quality of bottled water, about natural water resources and how people can more easily access them. Like there's a spring water place not far from here. But I was just going down that rabbit hole the last couple of years, and I kept coming back to kind of that research or those questions about the quality of our water. So when I started writing my pitch, that's what came to mind. I think I just thought so big that, like you said, there's an issue everywhere.
Huge.
There's an issue next door. But I was like, this is Pulitzer. I just want to, I don't know. Let me just pitch my biggest idea, because it also came with money to kind of sponsor the reporting and the trip. So I started doing research. I found a couple organizations in Chennai, India, and a couple urban design and architecture firms that were exploring sustainable solutions to water scarcity. And this was a city of, I think, at least 1 million people, but who had experienced extreme water scarcity in June 2018. And that was crazy to me, because the idea of that many people not having
something to drink,
water, when they have reservoirs, when they have a fresh water system, that should work, but it relies on nature. And so, if it didn't rain enough that year, for them to be out of water like that is terrifying. And so I, was curious about what's done after that to make sure that never happens again. And so I connected with these urban architects and these researchers.
This is after you won the pitch. After you won the pitch and got the Pulitzer.
Well, this was a little bit of pre-reporting.
Oh, okay.
But thank you. So I did some pre-reporting.
You got it.
I did. So I pitched that with all that info.
And they was like, "Oh, that's gonna kill him. That's gonna get."
And
it.
I was shocked.
Were you shocked?
I was.
Did you know other people who had pitched?
Yeah.
And had you heard their pitches and was like, "Dang, that's good. I can't beat that."
Robots? Some of them, I didn't feel like I couldn't beat it, but I wasn't sure what they were looking for.
Right.
And I'd seen some of the other fellow stories from previous years, but they're so diverse. Yeah. And there's different categories. There's I think race and culture. There's environment. Things like that. So yeah, I was surprised, and it was a big push. I'm a baby journalist. I haven't even graduated with my degree yet. And y'all have agreed to send me to India. I've also never been there, and I'm going by myself.
Oh, dang, they don't send nobody with you? That's crazy.
I could have.
You closed your eyes, picked a place, and they said, "Well, we'll send you. We don't mind." About the restrictions or nothing.
They are giving the money, and I it's up to me to buy the tickets and do everything like that. So I could have. My mom wanted to come, but I was like, I'm not going to be able to do what I need to do.
You should have let her come.
Yeah, I don't know my mom. No, I was like out there because I had to be. Like, I had to go and talk to people. I think my mom just would have been scared, understandably.
Right.
Being in a new place,
yeah.
we're women, like, you know, it would just be us. So, yeah. So, like I said, I got the fellowship, did my pre-reporting, graduated, went home for like 2-3 weeks, had a whole mess, got my passport like 3-4 days before my flight.
Oh my God. And you didn't have a passport either? At the time?
I did not.
How you buy tickets to India? You have no
passport.
passport.
I did not.
They don't even get. They say put your passport number. She said, I'll do that later.
Yeah. I got it.
I went back to it.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm saying. I didn't think I was gonna get it. I was like, I don't even have a passport, but if I'll get one, if y'all give this to me.
The moment they sent me the email that I got accepted, I'm gonna go on the website and get a passport expedited, shipping overnight.
Yes, all the expeditions. It costs
it's
so
expensive.
much.
It's super expensive to get your passport expedited.
It was in hindsight, it was worth it. I went to CVS while I was still at school, got my picture taken, sent everything in. Because like my passport had expired. It's not that I didn't have one, but I wasn't traveling like that, not internationally. So I went home for 3 weeks. I was packing because I was moving here, which I'll get to that. But like I was packing and I was doing my peer reporting. Went to India, and I was there for 2 weeks, and it was amazing.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah, like Pulitzer connected me with an advisor.
Okay.
She's from India, so that was super helpful. Like we weren't in the same city, but we were connected, and she connected me with some folks in Chennai. So Saba and Sheila were super, super, super helpful.
Shout out to Saba and Sheila.
Shout out to them. No, like my luggage didn't make it, so I was wearing my layover clothes for like a day and a half. They came and took me to the mall and took me to get something to eat and told me what to do, what not to do, which like that is one of the biggest things I think that I learned about from that trip among so much, but like humility. It was in my plans to meet with them and talk about like my itinerary for the trip, and God just had other plans where He was like, no, come and humble yourself to this new place, these new people you never met who are helping you out. I mean, they were paid for their services for sure, but like, just it shifted my approach as soon as I got there. And I didn't have all my things that make me feel comfortable, like especially in a new place. And it was just like, humble yourself to the experience. All of this is going to be new. Yeah. You don't need your things. You need your little notebook. I had this little.
Is that the same one?
Green notebook. It is. That's why it's so wrinkled.
She did the thing. She said this one. She did the thing. They can't see you.
She has. Let's narrate. She has the same little green book that she began her journaling career. International journaling career.
Is it the exact same one or the same type of one?
No,
is it the one?
This is the one.
The one.
Yeah.
This is her little green book. You know how people got a little black book and they got everything in it?
I went to the beach with some like activists.
It's historic.
Wow.
When they get the museum together about your career, when you break that big story, that will be like the centerpiece of the exhibit. This is the green book that Sydney wrote and note-taked her first international story.
There you go.
As somebody's leading the trip goers to the museum.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. It looks like an artifact. It's a little beat up.
So you stay in India for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. What do you do next?
While I'm there, or just in general?
You write the story, you come back.
So, yeah, I did interviews just about every day while I was there. And then when I came back, I started writing right away. I think I had one more meeting with my advisor. She helped me get my ideas together. And so Pulitzer had me write like a field note, which could be about anything I wanted.
Okay.
So that was really cool because like I'm a writer. Like I showed you, the little journal that I keep. So I'd already been writing down all my thoughts. And so for them to give me a space to like present that first was really cool. So I ended up writing that about feeling like being made to feel at home in a place 8,000 miles from like my real home, in a way that almost felt more at home than here. I didn't expect to be received so well as a Black woman at all. Like, and I was in South India. I don't know
nothing about South India, but I'm sure it's important to the context of the story.
It was like a major trade route, or on a major trade route. So destinations like that, cities like that are usually more diverse because there are more people coming from more places through there. North India, I don't know the history super accurately, so don't quote me. But like wasn't
this is why we need show notes.
Oh, see, that's a good point.
The last 2 weeks we were talking about show notes because people reference something historical, and like, well, no, how they gonna search that? How do people listen?
We need a little, like, if you're interested in the history of North India, you should.
We're not doing that, but I'm saying we should.
I'm not mad at that.
We should do it. We're not.
That's the evolution of y'all got interns at the United Way?
Yeah, we do.
All right,
I can do it.
They report to you.
Oh my gosh.
The United Way interns, if y'all listening to this, let's go. Show notes.
I can make them listen.
We need transcriptions and show notes. We need a description. We need a description of the notebook that Sydney is holding. We need all of this stuff. To be in there.
We do need to put show notes. I need to write every week. I say I'm gonna write it down, but I forget. I told you when I'm in here, I forget.
I know, but again, y'all got interns, man. Like that's a perfect use of their little intern time.
That's very true. That's very true. Shout out to the interns, making my day easier by doing stuff I don't want to do.
That's how you get started in your career.
That is
doing a bunch of stuff that someone else has been around a little longer and just doesn't want to do.
You find a way to do it better and then move up.
Yeah. That's the thing, though. For people like me, like, we got to be honest about that. We got to stop telling people, like, it's good for you. Just be like, listen, man, I'm on level with you. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do it. So I appreciate you. I'm not going to gaslight you into thinking it'll help you or it's good for you. Like, I just don't feel like looking through 500 rows of Excel.
Well, I'm saying that it's good for them.
But you might learn some names.
You might, yeah.
Well, these are get what you can out of it.
They're kids.
Sure, there's
these
something
kids.
positive about it, but like ultimately, we pass a lot of stuff off as work experience. That's just stuff that we don't feel like.
I am delegating.
That's true. That's so true.
Experience for me.
That is so true.
You know.
And it's a learning when you're a manager or whatever. You'll see how to delegate too.
Oh no, yeah, I've been managing people. I didn't manage a person twice my age.
No, not you. Interns in general.
I've been managing
I've been a boss. Thank you.
I've been a boss.
Thank
Don't
you.
get it twisted. I manage. Okay, I'm gonna manage.
You were like really offended by
I
that.
was.
You're like, listen, hold on.
I manage. Okay?
Hey, I've been done that. What is she?
Even when I didn't have an employee to manage. Even when I didn't have an employee to manage.
Even when I wasn't supposed to.
I manage.
Just yelling at strangers.
Ask about managing Marky. Thank you.
That's crazy. So let's go backwards to go forwards. Have you always been a writer, and were you one of those people? Because you know how and I don't know if this is a Black person thing or not, but you know how people do, like, oh, she's gonna be a writer, oh, she's gonna be a lawyer. Did you have that as a kid? I mean, were you always just, did you always write or journal or doodle, or was that always a thing?
I always loved to read and write. So like my dad was the first one. My dad also likes to write. He's a great writer. And so when like he would read my homework or whatever, he'd always say like, I can tell you read because you write so well, or like stuff like that. Like it was always kind of poured into me. My mom would like give speeches at church sometimes, or speak at church, and she would like ask me to look over her stuff, or sometimes we would write it together.
Okay.
But yeah, like I always kept a journal or a diary or something. And then by middle school, like I was into like my creative writing era. I would write
like poetries or something.
No, like stories.
Oh,
like short stories, I guess. And I would like bring them into school and share them with my friends or like my teachers. But I realized it's very hard to make money as a novelist or as an author only.
Yeah.
So I pivoted from that a little bit, and I was like, well, I just like stories in general. You know what did it, guys? Actually, so I guess it was like 2016 when Trump announced that he was running. 2015.
Because the election would have been 16.
The election was in 2016, so that all started in 2015, I guess. And so that's when I was paying attention to the news more than I ever had, and I was like, oh, there's creative writing right here. Because I was like, who needs to make up stories when like
life is this crazy?
Life is what it is.
You couldn't make up the stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Like I think that era sort of the script flipped a little bit.
Yeah, you can make up stuff.
It became stranger than fiction because some of the stuff I'm like,
that is creative writing.
I couldn't even come up with this.
That's such a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's such a good way to put it. Because like I literally was like pivoted from the creative writing. I was like, it's right here.
Yeah.
I was like, these journalists, although they're writing about a lot, like it sounds like they're having fun.
Yeah.
Like in a way with what they're writing, because it's something that's changing every day. Like the pace changed because our president was tweeting and like, I don't know. So that made me realize that I wanted to be a journalist.
Yeah.
Like a
Before
writer
that,
in
it could have been an
general.
author. Could have been a novelist.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. At one point, I wanted to work for like a magazine. I don't know, do something like culture.
I can feel the vibe.
Yeah, and you know, I won't write anything off because writing can take me anywhere, which is cool. But I knew that I wanted to do like news.
You might be an Ebony. You'd be an Essence.
I love me some Ebony. I'm an Ebony Jet girl.
Jet?
Yeah. Love them
There's
down.
still time.
Essence.
Yeah, sure.
There is still time.
So So you come back from India.
Mm-hmm.
You go home. You write the story for Pulitzer, and then how do you get to Virginia?
So it's crazy.
After
There's like
him?
an overlap there.
Okay.
I'd already to backtrack a little bit. I came and visited Charlottesville for the first time like the March before I graduated in 2022. So I graduated in May. That March, I came to visit Charlottesville because I got a job offer from the Daily Progress.
Okay, cool.
And I was connected to the former editor-in-chief there through assistant dean at Scripps at Hampton.
Networking is so powerful.
So powerful. It's how I've gotten all of my jobs.
Me too.
If there's any advice that I have for any professional, it's like that you have to.
It
network.
really is about the networking.
Or in the relationships, like you have to keep them alive. Let people know what you're doing now. Get lunch with whoever, just cause, like, you know. Anyway, so I came and visited, and I don't know. I was like intrigued.
You like the area?
I never thought I would see myself in Charlottesville before I came here.
What year was that? March what?
2022.
Okay, so okay. I was trying to think about what was going on in 2022 that could have interested her about this place.
Nothing. It was pretty quiet in 22.
Yes, I was saying. I was like, well, nothing was going on.
Yeah. It was in the 10-year lull, or an 8-year lull, or whatever between.
Most people say they
then and now.
came. When they come, they always tell us about like the football games. They were here. Remember somebody told us about that, and I was like, they were like,
people were
so
saying
alive.
that if you turn up on like a Saturday at 2, then
that it
it's
was
just
popping.
like, yeah.
Nothing was happening at all.
She's like, I like that.
And I said, I'm from up north. Like I grew up in a kind of small suburban town, but like in North Jersey, small is subjective because the next town is also small, and the next town is also small, and it feels like it's all one
big thing.
Yeah. And then I'm 30 minutes from the city. So, like, the pace up there is different. The sounds are different. Like, I was like, oh, there's
the
so
rain
much.
Smells different.
Yeah, it smells acidic. But, like,
Not acidic.
Guys.
I didn't know you...
Like, metal.
I mean, the whole area is... So my family's from New York. So from Lake George and from, like, Hastings-on-Hudson and, like, that area and whatever.
Y'all did the same thing.
But it is funny that it's just all these little chunks that... It's sort of how I treat Northern Virginia, right? Like, if you're from Northern Virginia, you know the difference between Annandale and Clarendon and Shirlington and da-da-da. To me, it's just north of 66.
Basically.
That's just D.C.
And it feels the same.
And none of it's even actually D.C. Even the Northern Virginia stuff, I'm still like, I'm not delineating between... Fairfax and Fauquier and like whatever. It's
that's somebody's city. That's somebody's suburb.
But it's sort of the same thing. But that's how we deal
and you're
with.
like, it's just Northern.
It's just Northern Virginia.
Well, people do that with North Jersey.
But that's how you deal with.
New Jersey is New York
like
to
North Jersey and South Jersey. Like,
well, New Jersey is New York to me. So don't even get me started.
Well, that's the other thing too. I mean, That's the thing, right? So it's like, oh, you're from Jersey,
was in New York.
And everyone's just like, okay, it's either...
She was in Jersey. Y'all went and saw her in Jersey, stayed in Jersey.
Beyonce went to New York for her concert.
But that's how... It's funny that people do it, because that's how everybody does it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how...
also this big.
But that's how the professional sports teams do
Yeah, that's
it.
exactly what the sports
teams do. But that's what I'm saying, like Jersey,
like,
and we know what it is, because Jersey is just like everything that New York can't be because it's New York. And that's fine. We love her. We love her.
I just think it's interesting that everyone is sort of leaned into the...
You don't have space because y'all have
right.
everything on top of everything.
On everything.
So yeah, take it to Jersey.
And put stuff underneath then.
Yeah.
Right. Like all the ground is covered. The airspace maxed out. Like we're going to have to build a stadium in Jersey.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, people don't know that they be going to Jersey. Like you cross that bridge, where do you think you are? They think it's a different borough. I love Jersey.
I
Which,
was
to
like, when
be
I
fair,
went-
we did this with Northern Virginia. I mean, the Commander Stadium was in Maryland.
Yep.
Like we,
That is
so
exactly
like
it.
every overly
That's
dense
exactly it.
area kind of just leaches into the,
That's true.
you know, like into their sister's house and then
and they're not
pretends
big
and then
cities either.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they
That's
call
right.
everything in Northern Virginia Nova. It don't matter where you're from. You can be in Maryland
Exactly, though.
and be from Nova. I'm like, where's Nova at?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it's Northern Virginia. Like, I live in a small place.
Like once you just say
Yeah.
north in the state, like. All
But
right.
it's funny because like if you get into Maryland, you can go to like Silver Spring.
Yes.
But if you get to Baltimore, you're not
That's
you're
too
not
far.
in Northern
yeah,
Virginia.
no,
anymore. You're not in
all of
Northern
that
Virginia
is still
anymore.
DC.
Like,
I ride through.
That's right. That's
I
right.
ride through.
That's right.
And that's all DC. But if I get up there, it's,
Yeah.
we in the
We in
people.
That's
right.
We
For
in
sure.
the people
Yeah,
state.
that's right. But even like PG County is like
yeah.
right. So like there's all these unspoken
Yeah, so
boundaries, like
true.
right of like truly you can say Northern Virginia and mean anything really from Silver Spring
Yes.
to about
It's like where the
66, like,
culture shit.
Warrenton.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like
Maybe
these
that's
trends. It's
what it
like
is.
like when people talk about cusps and zodiac. It's like those places are cusps, so they
Okay.
don't require. They're not the state that they are in. They're like a mixture of both the states.
Okay.
That's valid.
Because
Interesting.
Because
these
South Jersey is like Pennsylvania
Yeah.
and like a little bit of Jersey, but like the beach sides and like the farm.
Yeah.
you won't believe this, but it's because borders are
Yeah.
imaginary.
That's Pennsylvania. You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't
So that's
say.
why Maryland
Central America is not
can
a
be
thing.
considered DC.
It's not. We have 7 continents.
Well, but then you get into Pennsylvania, you get a whole bunch of other stuff. You get Amish people, you get
I don't even know if
industrial.
I've
Like
ever been to Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania is like
Massive.
huge.
Too
And
big.
it's-
I don't
but
even know
it's
if
like
I've
3
been.
different countries.
You never
I
been
mean,
to
it's
Philly?
like. Yeah,
Really?
you
I've
got
never been to
Philly,
Philly.
you got Lancaster. I mean, think about
Yeah.
Philly, Lancaster,
The
and Pittsburgh.
Mennonites.
Philly,
I ain't been there.
Lancaster,
I
and
ain't been there.
Pittsburgh. You got horse-drawn carriages. You got
Phillipsburg.
whatever
I've
Philly
never been to
is,
Philly.
and then you have like industrial, like steel working. That's all one. That's one state.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
crazy
lot.
to me.
It's a
That's why
lot.
when people come here, I always laugh because when people come to America for the first time, they have no concept of the size or concept
Yeah,
of just
that's
like
what I
what
hear.
it is, right?
It's
So
huge.
people are like, and I've had friends from other countries that have been like, "Hey, like I'm in Missouri," and I was like, "I will never see you."
Ever.
Like that's not, but if you go to Europe. You
Yeah.
can go to. You
You
can
can go
land
anywhere.
You
can
we
go
can go to
anywhere.
London. We can land in London now and be in France by lunch.
That's all we need to fix the
nice.
maps. The maps are
the maps.
the maps are misleading.
We need 3 states.
Why does it
Are you
look
just
like
talking
all
about
this-
like
travel
your
should be
your
easy.
Mercator projection is not doing it for you?
Yeah,
Like, what do you-
that's not exactly. Why is all these things not proportional?
Well, think about just a map in general. Do you know how big the continent of Africa is?
That's what I'm saying. I saw there was a different type of map that showed you by proportion how big these things are. You can fit like the United States. You can fit Europe. You can fit 3 other
like
continents. in
all
there.
of Europe fits in Africa.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can fit 3 other continents in there. But when we look at the map, a standard map, it's like, oh, they're all relatively the same size.
Or not.
No, they're not. You're lying on purpose to kids.
We should do this before we go too far left. But if you are just jumping in, this is Envision Radio from the United Way of Greater Charlottesville and City of Promise, News Radio 98.9, 1070 AM WINA. Price and Markey here with Sydney Shuler, and a big thanks to our sponsor and friend, the Jefferson School Foundation, the proud owner of the Jefferson School City Center, jeffersonschoolfoundation.org. Okay, so you're a writer. So you visit here for the Daily Progress.
Yeah.
Do you take that job?
I did
Okay.
take the job after visiting here. I don't know. Charlottesville just spoke to me there.
Was that Eric? Was Eric Mayberry here? Was that when he was around? No, they must have missed
That must have been after then, because Eric was
What
there.
year was that?
There were
20,
Shout out to
20,
Eric, he was sweet.
21 maybe.
Maybe I thought it was in the same time that Eric would have been here.
But I
If she don't know Eric,
in
then
June, like 22.
Okay.
So,
he moved
like,
to North Carolina quickly.
He was kind of in and out.
He was in and out, yeah.
There were a lot
okay.
of people who left like right before
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
started.
They were
Okay.
got bought out or something.
Yeah.
By a major company.
A lot of changes.
Yeah.
What were
yeah,
you What were you
so-
reporting on?
I was covering UVA.
Okay.
School beat, higher ed beat.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was new. Like it was all new.
How does that work?
Higher ed beat?
Like, explain to me how that works. So you get the job. Do they hire? They just hire you as a journalist.
Yeah.
You don't know
They
what
don't hire
beat
you.
you're going to be on?
No, they hired me specifically as the UVA beat reporter.
Okay.
And that is what I wanted to do because I wasn't super familiar with Charlottesville, and I felt like UVA gave me kind of like a smaller, which
Country? Southern?
it felt like a sub community to
Like a
start
relatively
with.
contained
Yeah.
environment. Like I know what I'm
even
looking
though
at.
UVA is all
Yeah.
that it is,
Sure,
like
sure,
it
sure,
felt
sure.
like a little less
You got something to
intimidating.
aim at. Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, at least I have this group or this organization to focus on
Yeah.
while I get to know this new community,
Okay.
as a whole.
Yeah.
So I started June 2022. And I don't know, it was pretty cool. It was a very unique way to, like I said, get to know a new community.
Did you have a favorite story?
Yeah. So one of the first stories I ever wrote was about the Center for Community Partnerships at Star Hill Pathways youth program.
Shameless. You are shameless.
Thank you.
Absolutely shameless. Beautiful transition. Shamelessly done.
Specialist. Hit me up for media training.
Look, listen.
I thought she was going to say about some sports hero. I didn't know.
I'm not even lying, because it really is framed in my office. Like
the first story, the story you wrote.
Yeah.
What was so powerful?
Ben gave it to me. Well, it just moved me. First of all, like I said, I was reporting, but I was also getting to know this community. So then, like, that was my first time meeting a lot of our Albemarle County and Charlottesville City School students. And just like hearing them talk. So for context, Star Hill Pathways is our college and career readiness program. Every summer we have a summer camp for 2 weeks where students explore a different career pathway. We have 16 pathways for the students to explore over a few years. And then once they get to 10th grade, we pair them with an internship through Charlottesville as well, the city as well.
That's lit.
Thank you. So, just like going in the rotunda, because the first student expo at the end of the summer camp was held at the rotunda, and the students were just talking about, like, some students had made movies, some students had made songs, like in the multimedia pathway and in the filmmaking pathway. One of our students, she decided that summer that she wanted to be a nurse. I forget what kind of nurse, but she knows exactly what kind of nurse she wants to be. So she had her stethoscope on, and she was just telling me about. I was interviewing her, and she was just telling me about it, and she was so passionate and excited that she found this thing that, this career path that she didn't even know existed for her. And she was like, "Oh, I can go to PVCC and start there." And she was like, "I can do that." And so I was just super moved by that. I think every kid deserves to have their eyes and imaginations opened. And it's just that much sweeter to see that be done, like, in the community where they're from, and for people like the center to be pointing to opportunities that they can explore in the community that they're from. I think a lot of times when people dream big, they feel like they have to go somewhere else, which is like an awesome part of a dream. But there's so much here. Yeah. So much here. So I was just super moved by that. And I love kids. So, like, it was so cute to me, like, hearing them talk at,
did you get to pick that you wanted to write about that? Or, like, how does that work at, a paper? Do the papers like, oh, I heard this is going on, can you go and look into it? Or, like, or did you pick, like, oh, I heard about this program, would this be, I pitch it to you. Yeah. This is what I heard about it. I picked like a story?
This one, so I got a lot of, like, press releases or invitations to events just from different organizations as I started writing. I already connected with the center because I wrote a story about a report that they had released. I think a few months earlier. So when it was time for their expo, I was, like, on their list of people to invite. So both things happened. I was able to pitch stories to our editor-in-chief. And a lot of times, I was able to cover those stories. If there was, like, urgent news, breaking news, then that was the priority. That was also cool, like, to pick that story.
Are you able to write about other things, or do you have to stay in the higher ed section? Like, say you saw something about culture and entertainment. Maybe Queen Latifah comes to town.
Well, that's why UVA was cool, because I did get to do that.
Such a specific example.
Dana Owens?
I thought you did that on purpose because Queen Latifah's from Jersey. She is, like, one of my favorite. Her and Whitney Houston are my favorite.
I did that.
You did.
Dana.
You did.
Dana.
Yeah, not a real fan.
Yeah,
I'm a fan.
Wow.
Dana Owens.
No, I love her. Sidebar. But, what was I saying?
I don't know. Queen Latifah's cool. Is that what you're saying?
We do adore her.
Entertainment and culture. Are you allowed to go outside your beat to write additional things if you find an interest or a passion in that field?
Yeah. So UVA kind of like covering UVA let me do that. Okay. They had they always had, like, Fralin had
the arts museum.
Art, shows. There were different galleries on grounds. They had the film festival every year. They had the Festival of the Book. So, like, when it came to there are student organizations who are always doing different things to cover. So I kind of got, like, the best of both worlds. I talk to researchers all the time about their research. When things happened in the community, whether it was, like,
everything comes back.
Yeah, like I was able
To the
to
rotunda.
talk to. No, but I was able to talk to like experts at UVA
Yeah, cool. That's cool.
about things that were
Anything.
happening in the community, and that kind of made it fit in the beat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
What do you? I think it's my last question.
Because we've asked
'Cause
so
we've
many
got,
of the ones that we sent her were
We
like
asked,
over
did you,
a
I don't know
whole
if y'all
over
know,
an
but
entire
every
document.
question we asked her today, we told her. And
we prepped. We did some intense prep. It was the
We
whole
prepped her.
point
Yeah.
was to start with Love Island
We
and
need to do
somehow
better.
wind our way to Southern India and
we
then
need
make it
to
back.
do better.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. This is fun.
See, all that dead air you were worried about.
I know.
We haven't
Yeah,
we haven't run across that yet. Yeah.
What do you, what is, your future look like in your journalism, your writing? What's your hope for the future with your writing and journalism for you?
Yeah, you get back into it, like.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know.
Start a blog.
Yeah, like right now, I'm really into. I did have a blog in college.
Of course.
It was fun, but
What was it?
it was just about like my life and the lessons
I love
that I
that.
learned from every little thing. But I think it started to feel silly because I was like, why would people want to read this?
That's the point.
That's the
Yeah,
point.
right.
I know. But that's that is the point. Maybe I'll get back into that, but that's actually not a bad like segue. But right now I'm really into communications. I feel like I found a new way to tell stories that still feels just as authentic as reporting did to me, but I have more opportunities to like grow as a communications professional than I felt I had as a reporter.
I wanted to suggest a book
Okay.
to you.
Okay.
A friend of mine who went to UVA, then went to William and Mary. Wow,
Let's
connected
go.
here. She's written 2 books. She's an author, and one of those books is "Love in 280 Characters or Less" by Raven K. Stringfield, and it is literally the story that you told about wanting to be a writer. It's the characters goes through the same thing. She talks about wanting to write for a magazine. She starts talking about communications, and she has a blog in college that she writes about. I read it and it felt really connected. Yeah, she
No
She
royalties,
did.
no nothing.
she's
Right, like,
great.
who
She
told
does she does Black media studies.
Okay.
Yeah, so she
Thank
also was
you.
a teaching, but yeah, it seems really familiar to your story. I'd recommend it. If you do read it, let me know. She's a great friend of mine. She does lots of different things, so let me know.
Thank you.
Cool.
Back to you,
Yeah,
Pete.
What are you pointing at me for? Like I got
Because
something going on.
you're the closer.
Oh, we're getting her out of here? Oh my lord. What did we leave out? What questions did we not ask you?
She looking at
The ones that I want to answer.
Yeah, right. Look, you've been media trained. What do they tell you? Answer the question you want to answer, not the question that was asked. So
I definitely need media training. Do you do that on the side? That's what you need to start a media training
yeah.
business. Write that down.
I would do that.
And your little green book.
And your little green book.
I gotta get a
Media
a label on it.
consultant, PR firm. I think I could do so good at PR. I think I can help people. Don't do that. Don't
We
say
can do an
that.
exchange. If you help me flesh that idea out, then I'll media train you for free. First client.
First client.
Yeah, well, why don't you do some of that then?
I know.
You got thrown into this on accident. Why don't you take over
Very
some of
good at
that?
it.
I know. I need to do
Why
that.
wouldn't you? You're in the
We're
building. You're in the building.
This is a 2-person business.
Would you consider yourself an extrovert?
Me?
Her? Oh
Yeah.
my lord,
Super
yes.
extroverted.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Like
God.
all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Perfect.
So that's will be great when we're meeting and trading people, and I'm doing the PR.
What about you? What would you say?
Extrovert or introvert?
Yeah.
I am an introvert.
Are you?
Which is funny because my job is not
Yeah.
is not an introvert job.
Right.
So I don't know if I'd be like an extrovert.
Well,
introvert.
our marketing communication person says she's an introvert too. So I
Yeah.
think people, when they're talking about what they think you are based on the job, it's like, actually, I take a back seat in this thing, and I'm good at this outreach part, but that doesn't necessarily translate to
I'm
my
still
life
behind the
and how I
Yeah.
live my life. So ours is an introvert too.
Yeah. So
But
But you can't. But even as you can't do that as a journalist either. I mean, that's you got to go.
you can't be timid. That's for sure.
Okay.
But you don't have to. That's why I did. Well, I'm a writer, but I did print instead of broadcast. I
Okay.
didn't want to be on like that.
you know,
Interesting,
talking
okay.
about
I
the
can
hidden
have
story
I can
on
talk
front.
to anybody for a minute. I genuinely have great conversations, great connections. for a good story that I can write, but I just don't want to be on all the time.
And I think
but I do like building connections with
Interesting.
people, but like I'm like a kind of one-on-one.
And I think we
person.
misunderstand what an introvert is. It's not that they're not going out and being out front.
Yeah.
It's that they take and receive energy when they're alone. Not that those people cannot be outgoing or do these things that are entertaining or exciting. A lot of introverts can do the exciting and entertaining part, but they draw motivation and energy when they are to themselves and have time to re-energize.
Yes,
it's not that they're not
recharge.
able to work in crowds. I think we misunderstand what an introvert is, and so when people are like, "Oh, I didn't know that because you did that thing once." It's like, well, I'm still an introvert.
Yeah, doesn't mean I'm
I went up and
shy.
Still have to leave my house.
hosted the BET Awards. That doesn't mean I'm not an introvert.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Right. No,
Right.
literally.
Right.
Yeah, I
So-
can talk in front of people.
It's
Okay.
that's not. I think we
But
get
I'm
we
gonna go
misunderstand.
home
Fundamental
immediately after
misunderstanding.
and not talk to anybody until tomorrow.
It's a fundamental misunderstanding of
recharge,
what
'cause
these people are.
Okay.
These people.
Extroverts are also misunderstood.
How so?
How?
I don't know.
Yeah, y'all tell everybody there.
But
So
people-
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
can solve it right now.
I think we like our time alone as well, but we do draw motivation and energy from being around people we care about, but not necessarily large crowds. Like,
Okay.
I'm not chopping it up with strangers. I mean, I am.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
You do. You do be doing that.
But necessarily,
Yeah.
I'm speaking for my other people.
My
You don't
other-
necessarily have
my
to
brethren.
be able to go into a crowd and talk to strangers. That's not every extrovert's bag, but they can in fact be in a group of their best 10 friends and be drawing energy and want to stay with those people all night and never want to go to sleep because
Be like
those
the
people they care
conversation
about.
driver,
Yeah.
and like the keep the energy
Okay.
up type of person.
So you're not an Irish exiter.
Yeah, and also people
listen.
think we're annoying because we won't shut up or keep driving conversations,
I
and that's
love
not
an
true.
extrovert because
That's not
like,
true either.
I'll be with my friends all night having a great time, but like I will need 5 to 7 to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
to, like,
Hours.
just maybe be on my phone or like I don't know. I'll like put a little phone a song up to my ear. Like I don't know.
Maybe
Okay.
we're all
genuinely need to
ambiverts.
recharge.
Maybe we're all the best of both worlds.
There we go. And I
That's
think
pretty Pollyannish of you. You think we're all the best of both worlds? I think we're certainly all versions of both worlds,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think what you said is probably right. It's not what you do; it's where do you
Feel the most comfortable.
yeah, and sort of where if all things being equal, where would you prefer to be, right? You would say, yeah, I would love to be go to a bachelorette
Right.
party with a bunch of people I didn't know and have a great time.
Yeah.
Right. To me, it sounds like a nightmare.
That's a lot.
Right?
So you're an introvert.
Oh, yeah,
I bet if we took a survey, no one could tell that.
yeah. Like
That's what I'm saying.
pretty.
Did you read him as an introvert?
I can't tell because of how I am too.
It's
I don't think
similar,
people will
though.
call me an introvert.
But it's similar though. But I think you and I are trained similarly too.
Mm-hmm.
The one that always confounds people about me is the sports thing, right?
Yeah.
And they confuse my personality with a performance, right? So like
Yes.
I'm
People do that to me, too.
like I'm a performer
Me
in that
too.
sense, right?
Interesting.
So
yeah.
Me too.
I will give a speech. I will host an event. I will play in an arena.
'Cause you can be on.
Right? But
Yes.
it's to your point. Like what you don't see is when it's off. It's way off.
That is very
It's
true.
way
I'm
off.
talking to people
It's
who don't
it's
live
way
with
off.
me.
It's way
I
off.
live by myself.
Well,
Yeah.
so this is this thing, right?
Yeah.
And coming out of the COVID era, people are like, oh, like I miss that connection of being in the office, and I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, hybrid is absolutely like
It's changed the world.
expectation at least.
It's the best invention since sliced bread.
I mean,
No, literally though. 'Cause, like I don't seeing y'all every day actually does get exhausting. This is a lot. I can do what I need to do. I work from home every Friday now.
100%.
But like,
And all the stuff that comes
Yeah.
with it. I mean, the up and the commute and the this and the that. I mean, it is.
I get overstimulated getting dressed. Like now I'm hot. She's like,
I got changed. I got sweaty doing this whole thing.
it's humid outside. Like, don't let it be
Yeah.
raining because I'm not going.
And then, oh Lord, listen.
But I go to work at 7:00. Mm-hmm. In that drive when it's 75 degrees, I put my window down. I got my Meg Thee Stallion bumping while I'm going. I think
Coming
for
down 29.
and I think for a moment, life is worth living. Like
Life is worth living.
this is what life is supposed to feel like all the time. And then I get super like, oh my God, it's
But
not.
going to work though.
I don't work.
You hear the birds chirping that far.
Yes,
down
no,
the line.
I literally am hearing
Yeah.
music and nature, and I'm like, this is what I
Are
need.
you coming down 29?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, it would be nice to just
60
be
arm,
doing
I
that.
put my arm out the window
So
because that's how I do.
where does it change?
When I get on the Parkway,
You take John Warner Parkway?
Yes.
You take a left by Fat Square Mall
Yes.
and go.
when I get down there, I'm like,
Okay. You
And people can't drive.
You pass Piedmont Power.
yeah,
and
I'm
you're
like,
just
oh
oh no.
my God. I don't deserve this.
Oh no!
Remember, you're going to work.
I'm too close. I'm too close.
This is a nice drive. Like, you're tricks your body.
But yeah, so 2 introverts in the studio with an extrovert. See, that's what I'm talking about. Nobody could have guessed, and people are going to be shocked. We're going to get fan mail.
Do you
about
think so?
this.
All the tweets in the fan
Price
mail.
the introvert.
Yeah, this is in the show notes. Yeah. We should put a personality test in the show notes.
We should put a personality test in the show notes.
All right, let us know where you land.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Do we? What did we
notes.
take? We took a. Oh man, what's the one that they made us take?
The disc assessment.
Oh,
I live by my disc assessment.
do you really?
I read it one, but just as a little giggle.
Is it accurate?
Yeah, I do think it's accurate.
Is it?
Yeah, and when I was hired, they made me go through it in one of the interview processes.
Yeah.
They don't do that no more.
Oh,
And they were like,
really?
they don't do that anymore because it's like one out of 3 interviews, and that interview is like, okay, so you took this disc assessment, and it says that you like to take long breaks into going into have open door policies, right? This is what it says about me. It was like, it says you like to procrastinate and talk to colleagues a lot. And I was like, they were like, and they were like, based on these things that it says could be a problem for your work, which one of them do you think is untrue, and which one do you think is the most true?
Oh my Lord!
And I was like, oh dang, I can't pick that I take long lunches.
I don't even be working here.
So it's so funny. I look at it, and I look at other people's. When I had an employee, I looked at their disc assessment, and when in reading that, was able to understand them better and how to manage. Really? I used it to manage the person that I had managed. So
did it work? Did it seem to work?
So before I hadn't read it, I was confused about how to manage this person. And then when I got the disc assessment survey for them, I was reading it. I was like, oh, I've misunderstood how they learn. I've misunderstood how they understand management, and I need to be working in a positive way, not changing who I am, but understanding how they work and I work is so different, and meeting in the middle on how we should be able to get work done together was super helpful. I love the disc assessment. I think we should do the disc assessment more.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Have you taken any stuff like that?
I have, but I don't remember what it's called.
You think it's like the ENTP?
Yeah, some strengths-based something or other. Yeah.
I don't remember.
I need to take another one because I think it's a little different probably. I took mine 4.5 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely changed.
I do need to read that more often. I'm sure it's changed since I took it 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. But yeah, isn't
it crazy that we got into this as we was trying to close out the show?
That's how it. I mean, it's just like
And that's
where the world takes us. Give us real quick the work that you're doing now at the center. Is there anything people should know? Is there anything coming up? Is there any just any events? I know that you guys are obviously very active. Is there stuff that here? Hey, look out for us here, or think about visit the site or whatever.
Yeah, I would encourage people to head to our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Partnerships UVA at Partnerships UVA. And that's where we kind of promote all of our work, all of our research. Our website, communitypartnerships.virginia.edu, is another good place to see all of our research in one place. Like I said, we just had our Star Hill Pathways summer camp, so all of our content is fresh with reels of everything that they did every day. Yeah, so check it out. Check us out.
That is Sydney Shuler, Communication Specialist for the Center for Community Partnerships. Big thanks to her. And if you have ideas for the show, want to contact us, or you want to make our show notes for us, if you don't jump on it, the interns are going to have to do it. So if you want to tap in, you can check us out on social media at all platforms at United Way Cville, at City of Promise, or drop us a note in Vision at UnitedWayCville.org. And if you like what you hear, share it with your friends. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform for new episodes every week. And the best way to support us, all of us nonprofit folks in the room: time, talent, treasure, City of Promise, United Way of Greater Charlottesville, or the Center for Community Partnerships. That's what helps us do the work in the community, and of course keep doing this show right here. For Sydney and Marky, this is Price. Big thanks to our sponsor, the Jefferson School Foundation, jeffersonschoolfoundation.org. Stay cool. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.